Stay tuned and let's take a look at this Marvel Legends Colossus Build-A-Figure, aka the Age of Apocalypse Wave 2, Shadowcat. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Colossus Build-A-Figure Wave, aka the Age of Apocalypse Wave 2. Now you know me, I say it all the time, the AOA designs for the X-Men are not my favourite designs. However, I have learned to appreciate this alternate reality version and team of the X-Men. And Kitty Pryde, aka Shadowcat, is an example of just that, as she doesn't look like the Kitty Pryde that I picture in my head. However, she makes perfect sense for this wave, as within the concept story of Age of Apocalypse, Shadowcat and the Build-A-Figure Colossus are a couple. They're in love and they train the next generation of X-Men for Magneto's resistance against Apocalypse. So she makes perfect sense for this wave. Here she is in this sort of metallic blue design. She built herself some gauntlets for fighting, which sort of remind me of X-23, which you can see on the side of the box why I think that. There she is again on the back. We also get a little write up that reads, after being captured by Sabretooth, Katherine Pryde becomes the youngest member of the X-Men and trains to become the team's Ghost Assassin. And then as always, you get a list of all the figures in this wave you need to build the Colossus Build-A-Figure. Today we're reviewing Shadowcat. So as always, it's a bit hit and miss with these designs. This one, I'm sort of thinking miss, but let's not take away from the figure and open her up. So here we have Shadowcat out of the packaging with all of her accessories on the table, including this massive chest torso piece for the Colossus Build-A-Figure, which you can see compared to Shadowcat herself is going to be massive. So I look forward to building him. You know what to do. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the playlist as I always build and review the Build-A-Figure with you guys last. So let me move that to the side. Shadowcat herself comes with a set of fisted interchangeable hands and then also her little gauntlet claws that she created for battle. So again, I'll move them out the way just for a second, just so we can take a look at the figure itself. Completely pinless, by the way, and I really like this sort of metallic blue sort of outfit she's got on. Now, as I said, this is not my mind's eye version of Kitty Pryde, but I can appreciate a good action figure when I see one. I'm not a fan of her short hair either, but how does it compare to an actual comic image from Age of Apocalypse? I think, yet again, they've done a great job at taking those designs and putting it in plastic, and this is going to be very nice within the full display of AOA, especially compared to the Build-A-Figure Colossus, the love of her life. So yeah, this figure's very nice, but let's zoom in and check it all out. Taking a closer look at Kitty Pryde's face sculpt, she's sort of got a funny expression on her face. It's sort of like a bitchy sort of, you didn't just say that face. So yeah, you can sort of see her teeth with her mouth open, but not quite all the way. And she's looking a little bit angry. So yeah, a weird expression, but it sort of works with the hair, sort of a tomboy style hair. Now she does seem to have darker hair within certain panels of the comics, but again, it just depends on the page. So it's sort of swept to one side. And it's a nice sculpt. It has got a bit of dark wash in there to bring out the sculpt. And it's sort of swept this way as well. So yeah, I do think the hair sculpt is very nice for what it's representing. It's not my favourite hair for Kitty Pryde, of course. The eyebrows are a little bit darker than the hair as well. So maybe she dyes it. Sneaky. But I do like the big bright pink lips, and it sort of does sort of make the teeth stand out there. But it's not a bad face sculpt at all. She's got this collar with that sort of red emblem, and it sort of matches the sort of metallicness of her whole design. So if I zoom out a minute, because she doesn't have an interchangeable head or anything like that. So we've got skin tone, obviously strapless shoulders, and then forearms all the way down. She has that same metallic blue design, which is very nice. Like a metallic-y, bluey purple, if you will. And it has these sculpted lines going across horizontally all the way around, even on the chest there. And again, that same sort of horizontal sort of pattern sculpted in all the way down to her feet. This belt piece that has the X logo on it in the middle is a separate piece, so that will go up and down, but it's not hiding any waist cut because the Marvel Legend females rarely have a waist cut. Instead, you get that swivel at the diaphragm joint up top here, and there is room for movement up here, so you can move her up, and that blue is still under there. Move her forward a little bit, swivel there. Not much crunch forward and back though. Maybe back she go, but not so much forward. But she will swivel on it, of course. So yeah, there's the articulation there. Arms, as I said, that metallic-y blue sort of design, this sort of armor, if you will, carries down all the way to the sort of gloves, and she's got fingerless gloves, and then she's got like this harness, this gauntlet, if you will, which is a separate piece which you can replace in a minute, but that is a nice sort of gunmetal, and you can see there the 3 sort of chambers for the claws, and we do have a set of retracted and sort of extended claws. So there's the retracted side, and again on this hand as well, she has that same gauntlet piece, and you can see the 3 holes, the 3 chambers. This hand is open, quite expressive. This hand is again just sort of a open palm hand. So again, we do get a set of fisted hands, which I will swap out in a minute, but I just want to pay attention to the pinlessness. Now, female arms are usually pinless, but that's nice, and there's a decent range on that. Like, even though it's not double jointed, it goes past 90, which is pretty good, and that's on both sides as well. And then moving down to the legs, you'll notice no pins on there either, and they are double jointed, and no problems at all kicking her own ass. You can do that all good. And there's some nice range of articulation. Like, let me zoom out a second just so you can see what's going on. Like, her legs go out really far, forward quite a bit as well, back not so much, swivel at the top of the leg there, hidden very nicely with this pattern as well, going all the way around. It just looks like it's part of the sculpt, which is always great where they can do that. No boot cut, of course, she don't wear boots, but she has got a nice ankle pivot and rocker. Arms will go all the way around. No swivel at the top. You think there could have been an opportunity to put one up there, but it doesn't matter because you get a swivel at the elbow anyway, as well as the articulation, which, as I said, not quite double jointed, but it does go deeper than 90. Both hands have an up and down hinge as well, which is good. So yeah, arms will go up. I've always showed you the diaphragm. Head, no problem at all. Because she's got short hair, she can look down, she can look up. It's a bit gappy at the back though. Do you see that? A bit gappy. Not that it's a big deal. I'm not going to be able to tell, but just pointing it out. So yeah, overall, not my favourite design for Kitty Pryde, but I can appreciate a nice action figure when we've got one, and she looks good. So let's swap it all out. To take off the gauntlets is really easy. Obviously, just take off the hand, and then you're left with that. That is a separate piece entirely. That comes off. Left with the plain arm. Now you can keep all plain arms if you want, but we want to put these blades on there. So there's that, and then we'll also put the fisted hand on there as well to show you she comes with a set of fisted hands. Here's one I made earlier, and now we have Kitty Pryde with her claws out. I guess that's why they called her a kitty. But yeah, this looks pretty good. So as I said, not my favourite design for Kitty Pryde, but I can appreciate it when it looks good. So sort of like X23 Wolverine style. These are made of a very soft plastic, like very soft. You can see these flexing really easily. So it's going to be hard to constantly keep these straight. Maybe some hot water, cold water, like they're a bit warped. So maybe hot water, cold water can sort that out. But yeah, they're going to be hard to keep straight. More like tentacles than like blades. But I think they are blades in the comics, of course. Yeah, she looks good. Because of the facial expression as well, you can be able to get her posed up, looking very angry, ready to swipe away with these blades. So yeah, there you go. There's the full look at her with her blades on. And as I said, you have options now. So you have interchangeable hands. So if you wanted to have this hand, this with the more expressive instead of the fist, of course, you can do that. And now it looks like she's like reaching in, but again, she might scratch her own hand up, but still, you have options. Obviously, these other gauntlet pieces are separate pieces now. So yeah, display her how you wish. Jumping into some comparisons, obviously the first one had to be Shadowcat compared to the 616 Kitty Pryde, which is the same character, of course. So yeah, you can see this Kitty in her X-Men uniform is a little bit taller than the AOA version, but it's 2 drastically different designs for the character. But yeah, it makes sense. I do want to see if the heads will swap. Why not? Now the head does pop onto the peg. It's a little bit high on the neck, and the skin tone isn't spot on. It's not far off, but it's not spot on. Like, the skin here is a bit more pink, and she's more tanned up top. But I do like the ponytail look for Kitty Pryde. And this doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look good either. It's a bit weird, but still, options. Here we have Shadowcat compared to a couple of other ladies from the alternative timeline of Age of Apocalypse, which is of course Jean Grey and Blink. More AOA Wave 1 comparisons as we have X-Man aka Nate Grey and of course Weapon X. Here we have Shadowcat compared to the man himself, Apocalypse. Here we have Shadowcat compared to all the other figures I've already reviewed from Wave 2 of this Age of Apocalypse wave. And as you can see, we've got Cyclops, Rogue, Iceman and Sabretooth. And there are reviews of all of these figures on the channel right now. Just check out the playlist. And then last but by no means least, here we have Shadowcat compared to a 616 Excalibur companion, Brian Braddock, Captain Britain, and of course, the worthy Hal Fire Hank. So, final thoughts. Again, another AOA figure that I really like. I don't know what's happening to me. Dan Yoon would be very proud. But yes, I can't be mad. Like, these are very good representations from the AOA storyline. Again, just not a storyline or character designs that I gravitate to, but I can appreciate when it's done right, and these figures are amazing. Look, we've got a pinless Shadowcat there, nice metallic blue, nice articulation, she looks great, and now this AOA sort of wave is coming together along with Wave 1. It's definitely going to make a nice section of the display. So before we get out of here, I do want to dedicate this video to super producer Rich. Go and follow him on Instagram at DisplayedOnce. This is his favourite figure. Is it? I don't really know. I don't know if he's being sarcastic with me or not, but I'm going to continue the joke anyway and telling everyone that Kitty Pryde's his favourite. So this is for you, Rich. But yeah, Kitty Pryde looks great. I can't wait to build Colossus now to see how they look together. But of course, you're going to have to wait for the Colossus review. So if you want to see that, then you're in the right place. Just please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Much, much appreciated. You can also hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much, much appreciated. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And I'm on Twitter as well at Dan Who Reviews. And until then, people, my name is Dan W. And I will, of course, see you on the next one.